Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. He's got room to run. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First play looking to throw it. On the move now. Aggressive call on the opening play. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. He shreds the tackle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. With the catch, it's Shelton. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's caught. It's buried. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Second down play coming up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
It's reeled in. It's buried. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Green. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Makes the grab. It's buried.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short?
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Breaking tackles and going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Direct snap. Has a path to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Baker. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The Horned Frogs looking to run some tempo here.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking deep down the right side. Pass pop, can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Texas Christian. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what
catch made wide open way downfield. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw. It's Baker. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. Gets some space around the 30. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. That's the spin move. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Stopped right there at the line with no gain. And it's a Wildcat look here to try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. As the first down is still going. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaks free. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, TCU.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. A short completion at the tight end. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, TCU.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. When he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 39. Good starting field position. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First and goal. An opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Dropping back. It's Baker. Running out of time in the pocket. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point makes the lead 4. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Could take it all the way. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to get the second half going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 41. Excellent starting field position. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. The sure hands. It's Berry. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Back to throw. It's Baker. He escapes the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
PAG is good, so it's an 11-point lead, 35-24. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Look out, room to run here. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the tailback's got it again. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
That's enough for the first down, as we've seen so many teams around the country. They get that first down, look out. They're going to go fast, and here they come. Defense has got to be clued in and be ready to play.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to find room. It's Peoples. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab in the end zone. The 2-pointer gets him back within a field goal. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
Here comes the fourth down play. Offense in the Wildcat. And the defense on alert. Direct snap. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game.
That makes the score LSU 42, TCU 32.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kick is a squib kick. Taken by one of the up men. They bring him down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there.
Will take over. First and 10.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On the run, it's Peoples. Great cut there. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The back's got it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
32.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They start the fourth quarter with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's a Bunyan. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas Christian. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is. See if they can convert the point after. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous. He's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, and I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. They couldn't stop him there.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
TCU 39.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Baker. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. First down and more. He's still running. He's in the clear. The 30. The 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Offense back out there trying to get something going. First down. We're going to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. With the catch, it's Payne. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. Finds room at the 30. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense... Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's James. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he's left that one in the end zone. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up early. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop. Well, this is proving to be a fun one, Kirk. 2 teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory? Not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Chewing clock with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 2. Brings up.
The Horned Frogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. The quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. Well, they moved the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Well, there you go, Chris. It's exactly what they needed. Give credit to this defense for coming up with this huge interception. A bit surprised that they threw the football, but hey, the defense is able to capitalize, and now they give their own offense a chance to maybe win this game.
Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. A quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They take the lead in the final minute.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a late, deep throw. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
This time, a completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grabbed by the receiver. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an outbound. The catch made. The ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense makes the recovery a turnover. What a dream finish for this defense. Take the ball away. Crush any chance of a comeback. Now you can just kneel down and secure the win. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. 2 quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.